My name is Brendan Ward. I'm the founder of Growtoro, and today I am with Dr. Joel Warsh, an integrative pediatrician, a trusted voice in holistic health, and the owner and operator of the Between a Shot and a Hard Place newsletter. How are you doing today, Dr. Joel?
I'm great. Thank you for chatting.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for hopping on. So for people who don't know you yet, give us like a little quick background. Who are you? What's Between a Shot and a Hard Place about? And why should parents and other folks care about reading it every week?
I'm a pediatrician. I work in Los Angeles. I've been in practice for over a decade. And one of the things that's been really important to me is focusing on integrative medicine. So I did all the regular training at a Great Western medical program, but just got a little bit frustrated with how sick kids are these days. And so I really decided to focus a little bit more on prevention and nutrition and diet and exercise and things like that. But it became really apparent while I was practicing in integrated medicine, parents had a lot of questions about vaccines. And so that kind of led me down a path to learn more about vaccines. And that's what Between a Shot and a Hard Place is. I actually wrote a book about a year ago now, and it's been doing great, and it's been wonderful, and having conversations about vaccines and integrative health and wellness. And so that kind of spurred me to start my Substack, which is also called Between a Shot and a Hard Place, having the tough conversations, whether it's about vaccines or just child health and wellness in general. And it's been really exciting to see that take off, and over 100,000 people subscribe, and it's one of the top 20 wellness Substacks. And it's been really exciting just to see the interest in talking about this kind of subject.
100%. I mean, congrats on all that success and growth in the book. And just the quality of your content. It's no shock that you are doing so well. So yeah, how did you kind of first hear about us, and then kind of what was so appealing about our offering in terms of how we could help you grow?
I think I was talking to somebody because one of the things I was really looking to do was try to expand the newsletter, especially. I mean, people seem
Of
so
course.
interested in it, and I feel like the biggest thing that was missing is just trying to get that information out there. I mean, it's hard to reach people, figure out, who can see your content and find people that are interested. I was doing, some Facebook ads and things like that just to put out there that I have the Substack or the book, and try to advertise and get people's emails, and try to get people to subscribe through that. But that's a really slow process and can be pretty expensive, and you never have any idea who's really seeing or if they're even
Exactly.
really interested. And so I was looking for other solutions, and that's what kind of brought me to you, because some other people that I know I was searching, and
Yeah.
that you had pretty good reviews, and it was really what I was looking for, like working with a company that could figure out a way to reach out to my target audience and figure out who would be interested, and have them um, given the ability to subscribe. They don't have to, but if they're interested in content they want, then they could. And you have been able to really reach a much broader audience than I could probably do on my own, to people that I don't have any access to.
That's exactly right, and that's why we exist. A lot of people don't realize that the option of what we're able to do exists, and it works outside of Facebook ads, which are, like you mentioned, kind of brutal, honestly. There's a lot of newsletter owners out there who really need to grow, but they can't afford to do Facebook ads. It's too dicey. You don't really know what you're getting. So I'm happy to hear that. Now, I guess walk us through the actual experience of working with us. What was the onboarding like? What maybe pleasantly surprised you about how the campaigns ran?
I mean, it was very easy. I think, you have a great team, and you kind of walk me through
Thank you.
some of the different steps. I mean, there's certainly different ways you could go, but for me with the newsletter, I think it was pretty easy since I already had content. We just had to pick which content we were going to use to try to promote the newsletter, and then figure out who would be our target audience. So different accounts, different hashtags, different, whatever it is that seems relevant, and try to reach out to individuals who follow those accounts, or who are similar to those individuals. And that makes a lot of sense, because if I'm friends with somebody, or they have a similar account, then the people that are following them are more likely to be interested to follow me. And so we set up that funnel, and then we're starting to reach out to people who hopefully would be interested in our content, and those that are can sign up for the newsletter. And I mean, I've been really pleasantly surprised how high of a sign up rate there has been, and how great a retention rate there's been uh,
Yeah,
with cold
I want to
cold
dive into
messaging. I mean,
that.
it's usually pretty low, and it's been pretty high.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. I think we're reaching the perfect people just through our targeting abilities. We already know these people are quite interested in what you write about, and then we bring your awesome brand credibility and content to them, and it just works really well. Let's talk some numbers. Roughly how many subs have you added? What's that open engagement rate for them? How does it compare to maybe some other channels you've utilized to get some new subscribers in?
I'm trying to think. So we've done, a few months now. I mean, it's been
Yeah,
basically whatever we were looking to do, we've done every month. So some months
yeah,
we've done 20,000, some months a little bit less. And the open rates have been excellent, like at least, to start around 50% or so, which is really, really
great.
good. And it tends to stay. I mean, certainly there's drop off. There's no question, people as they get more messaging and, or they subscribe for one thing and then they get a different message, or they just don't want to get a bunch of emails. So that's fine. But I
Totally.
mean, comparatively to anything I've seen before, that's really, extraordinarily high. Like my Substack open rate is really high. It's like above 40%. So the majority of people that you're bringing in are sticking around, which is really fantastic. So and the
Yeah,
bounce rate's really low. I mean, it's quite high quality leads,
good, good.
comparatively to anything I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, that was you answered my next question here. I mean, I was going to say what the quality's been like. Most newsletter operators ask, are these going to be real readers, or am I just adding dead weight to the list? And I guess your take is they're high quality.
They're very high quality. I mean, I've done, different campaigns, work with different people, done the Facebook ads, and the open rate is higher than even doing a Facebook, and
Yeah,
we're going after a lot more people. So the open rate's really good, which makes sense based on the way that you're doing it, because you're only
totally.
adding people that are opening, which is really good.
That's
But
right.
at least for me, when I started, my big question was, okay, is this just like fake, right? Is it fake people opening? Is it fake
Exactly.
readers? Fake
Yep.
emails? Because I imagine the technology exists now where you could make a bunch of fake emails and
That would be
and then just
crazy.
open them a few times, right? And
Yeah,
then, oh yeah, your open rate's 100%, and then like a month later, they're all gone. But
yeah.
that's not the reality. I mean, these are real people. I mean, I've interacted with a good chunk of them. I can see
Good.
what the emails are, so I can see if they're real or not. And um, it's I mean, it's fantastic thus far, I would say, overall.
I love it. Yeah, I mean and that's exactly right. And that's an important kind of note to harp on is, we do provide full transparency in our setup, our mid-campaign process. You can pop into the portal, see what's going on. So everything is quite real and authentic. And I'm happy to hear you're interacting with people. That's the exciting thing. Once, some people come into your ecosystem, you can have real conversations with them. There's so much you can do when you're just adding high quality people every single week and month to your newsletter. So if you're sitting across the fence from another newsletter founder right now, and they're kind of like, should I do this? Should I not? If they're a little unknown about using cold email to get subscribers, what would you say to them?
If something you're looking for is to work with a group who's going to help you build your newsletter, I mean, I've not seen anything better than this thus far. I mean, the quality for the price is extraordinary, and I mean, you're getting, thousands of new potential leads every month, quite high quality, and a very high open rate and a very low drop off comparatively to anything else. I mean, everything has to be realistic. You're not going to just every single person's going to just sign up for your newsletter, but I
Yeah,
think that ultimately, with the price and what you're doing and how high quality they are, it's really extraordinary because we're able to build really, really fast. And every month that number continues to go up. And let's say you put in 20,000, maybe it goes down to 15,000 or whatever it is after the month. But that's a lot of people that are staying on for
exactly.
individuals that you didn't know before. And then I mean, also it kind of depends on you too, right? I mean, if you're the person who's making the email newsletter, if you make good quality stuff, you could keep more. But I mean, no matter who you're
Exactly.
bringing in, they're going to be like, oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay, I don't care about that anymore. Or maybe I did
Exactly.
care about that one email. That's why I signed up, but not the rest of it. So that's fine. But if you're getting a, I don't know, 50% retention rate, 75% retention, that's really good for people that you never knew before, especially when you're talking about like 20,000 emails or 10,000 emails or whatever it is. So yeah,
That's
I would say
exactly
if
right.
it's something you're looking to build, then you guys do an extraordinary job and have done so thus far for me.
Appreciate that so much, and that's exactly right. And it's the numbers sound great when you say them out loud. It's no surprise to me, just due to the warm up and the nurture process. By the time they're hitting your Substack, they already know they're intimately familiar with who you are. They like your content. We're giving you the people who do engage positively. So it just makes sense. And you're
And
right.
can I say
As
one
long
more
as
thing? 'Cause
you're
I think it's important.
please do,
I
yeah,
I was very skeptical I'm always skeptical of anything like this. Anybody should be, and I started very slow, So, we started with just like maybe 1,000. I don't remember what the first number was. And like, okay, let's see
Yeah,
how it is. And then you guys got a bunch of people, and then I put them on a separate list and messaged them myself, and was kind of looking
that's
to see how
awesome.
real it was. And then I was like, okay, this
I
seems
love
pretty real. And then we did a little bit more, and it was still, so we've over, I don't know exactly how many months, maybe 3 or 4 months it's been so far. Like every month we've done more,
exactly.
because I've
We're
been
scaling.
more and more happy. So I think that's just something that's important to note, because I would get that anyone would be skeptical, and they should be.
Absolutely.
But at least for me, I've been really happy with the service, and increased what we've been doing every month because it's been working so well.
Thank you so much for adding that. And honestly, you're right. Everyone should approach everything these days with a healthy degree of skepticism. And I'm happy we're able to overcome that and really deliver for you. And I'm so happy we're working together, and I'm very excited to continue working together for many more months. And then final question, what's next for, between a shot and a hard place? Where do you want to take it? What's the vision? How does the growth fit into that vision?
I would like to be the number one Substack in health, or in the top
Let's
couple.
go. Let's
I think
go.
that's very possible that we can grow this to like 1 million subscribers or something in that range,
Yeah,
with the
totally.
trajectory that it's growing. And ideally, I'm still going to be a doctor, so I'm not going to stop that. But I am able to make a nice amount of money on Substack at this point, and I think if we continue to grow, then that really does open up a lot of freedom, to be able to write to more people, and
Totally.
just charge a few bucks in Substack, and that really does provide a nice growth trajectory. So I think if we can continue to grow that together, we could really take the Substack to be one of the top Substacks on there. I mean, we're in the top 20, so
Sure.
I think it's possible.
It's definitely possible, and we're going to help you get there. I love it. That's the new goal here. We'll do another video when you reach number one, all right?
Sounds good.
Cool, man. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Seriously, I appreciate it. I'm excited to continue to work with you, and yeah, let's do it.
Thank you.